The date is the 23rd of August, 3308, and we have another new Galnet story. Thargoid raw claim draws speculation. An independent journalist has suggested that some survivors of the Battle of the 22460 system heard a strange alien sound of unknown origin. Flint firemaker LaFosse published his theory via the Rewired network. Only a handful of crew members rescued from 22460 have managed to give garbled first-hand accounts before being placed under military quarantine. Naturally, most talked about how those damn bugs wiped out almost everyone, but a few mentioned something bizarre heard shortly after the Thargoid counterattack. These witnesses described it in various ways, ghastly, overwhelming, monstrous, to name a few. Jade Sanderland, Vox Galactica's hotshot reporter, said that it was a noise which shook the bodies and screeched through the skulls. Now, there are no audio recordings in the public domain to share, but there's definitely a pattern if you study the reports closely. Both ship and suit audio systems interpret all sorts of electromagnetic emissions from Thargoid vessels. This would have to be far more powerful to cut through the chaos across multiple ships. Could it have been a roar of defiance aimed at us, or was it aimed elsewhere? And before anyone accuses me of stirring up trouble like usual, no, I haven't technically heard the alleged sound myself, and full disclosure. But someone has to speak up for those who insist it happened. I wasn't in HIP 22460, and neither were you. Here's where it gets interesting, though. The Federal Navy responded to my request for details by stating all 22460 data is classified. The Imperial Navy refused to acknowledge me at all. The Alliance Defense Force said it was likely a symptom of collective trauma. So the obvious question is, what are they hiding? Congressional hopeful Dalton Chase, governor of Andavajul 1, is one of the few people in a position of stellar authority talking openly about 22460. Chase recently argued that people have a right to know everything that happened. Our broadcasters are also not accepting the silence. We'll continue demanding answers from those who are supposed to be protecting us. And that's the news from the Galnet as it stands today.